Hey guys! So, if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, it is Zachary, Zachary _M_S, you will know that today I reached out to my followers of Instagram and said, hey, it is my last day of work, and to celebrate, I'm gonna do a Q&A video. So I have typically been very annoyed with that little feature on on Instagram where it's like, ooh, ask me a question, and then people post like the 1,200,000 questions that they might get. Amber Lynn loves to do those, and she spilt some tea through those. But I am not going to answer them on my Insta story, but I am going to answer them in a little fun video for you all. Okay? Other things that I have this evening to enjoy as I do that is this Leinenkugel grapefruit shandy. A long time ago, and by a long time ago, I mean a few weeks ago, I said, I'm not drinking again until I get a new job. And I did drink a few times, but honestly, I've not really partaken in the alcohol adult premium beverages in the way that I once did. And so today, to celebrate, I'm filming this video for y'all. I'm filming this video for me. I no longer have a job. I'm officially unemployed, and I'm gonna have a beverage. And listen, jobs are coming my way. Just today, I had 3 emails about potential job interviews. Okay, so it's coming for me. It's coming for her, okay? She's gonna be employed. All right, I do want to get into this. I had a lot of questions, so I sincerely apologize if I don't get to you, but I'm gonna try to get to all of them, and if I have to, I'll just like cut out the boring ones in this film, and it'll be okay. So, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's take one more drink just to get ready, shall we? Ooh, she is good. I love a fruit flavored beer. All right, so the first question comes from Instagram handle Mama Bear Trey Wick. And it says, what is your dream job? And honestly, right now, y'all, I am at such a crossroads in my life. I'm being dramatic, but honestly, like, truly am at a crossroads. I don't know, like, do I want to be a YouTube celebrity? I really want to go on the show Survivor or Big Brother or any like competitive reality television show. That would be cute. I do enjoy working at a college and university. I think that there are places where I could go that would be like healthy for my mental health. I used to say I wanted to like work exclusively with like LGBTQ college students. But I don't know, like me rambling through the answer to this question, I think gives you the answer you need to know. Like, I really need to do some soul searching and figure out what that might be. The next one comes from Love Emily Jane on Instagram, and honestly, she sent me like 12,000 questions, and so a lot of these questions are sincerely from her. And she says, do you have any siblings? Age are you close? I don't know if she's asking what age my siblings are, if I have them, or if I'm close to them in age. But I do have one older brother, and he is 4 years older than me. We are closer than we have been. Like, growing up, we were not super close because, like, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm like a super femme gay man. And he is like the epitome of masculine redneck from the middle of nowhere. But we have gotten closer, I think, as we've gotten older. I'm certainly super close, well, not super close, but close with his wife. And he has 3 children, and they are my nephews. The oldest one is like 16. I was in 7th grade when he was born. You didn't ask this, but I'm giving it to you. And the youngest two are twins, and they are 11. Oh, bad uncle alert, but I'm pretty sure they're 11. So I love them. I love their family, and yeah, that I'm a proud uncle. Cheers to that. The next one is also from Love Emily Jane, and she asks, are you close with your parents? So I would say I'm close enough with my mom. My dad passed away about 3 years ago now. 4 years ago. It's been a while now. I was not like super close with my dad. We were a lot alike, and my mom always said that the reason that we didn't always get along is because we were so alike. Like, we both have this, like, passionate desire to be right about everything, and we butted heads a lot. And I also was always, like, super nervous about, like, sharing with him that I was gay, but I don't think at the end of it all that was a concern of his. And the last year that he was alive was actually a year where I took a break in between undergrad and grad school, and I got to spend a lot of time with him because he worked from home. And so anytime that I wasn't working, I was like just sitting at home because none of my friends live in the middle of nowhere, Illinois anymore. And we bonded, I think, a lot more that year. We watched like Judge Judy together. It was cute. She was cute. It was great. Ashley Murphy underscore says, have you traveled overseas before? I have not. I actually didn't get on an airplane for the first time until my last year of grad school, so I think that was 2015. Since then, I've been on many flights. Well, I don't know, many is maybe an exaggeration, but I've gone on multiple flights since then, I guess what I could say. The only place I've been outside of the United States was Montreal in Canada, and it was for a work conference. Love Emily Jane again asks, are you a party animal? Do you drink a lot? No, I used to be. In college, I was ridiculous, and I can still throw some back, but I just like, I don't know. I don't think that that's like where my group of friends is these days. Like, we don't really go out and get like blackout wasted or anything, but we do partake in like adult premium beverages and things like that. So, I don't know. Does that answer your question? Let's see. Love Emily Jane also said, how did you come out to your parents and were they accepting? So that actually goes also, I know I was just talking about like my dad passing away and things like that, and my coming out story was, it's a lot. So that year that I was living at home with my parents, I had graduated from college. It was not great going back to live with your parents after you've just lived by yourself for quite some time and independently, but I did go back to live with them. And then my dad went to the hospital to get heart surgery, and things went wrong, and he ended up like being unconscious for quite some time. And that first week, I found out that I got into graduate school. And so I went to, my brother and I just really needed a break from being in the hospital. We'd been spending all of our free time in the hospital. It was really too much. And my brother really wanted to help me celebrate getting into grad school. So he said, let's go to a bar. I went to Indiana University. That year they were, Girl, I didn't realize I literally never keep the sound on my phone. That year, Indiana University was in the NCAA basketball tournament, and they had a game, and so my brother said, Zach, let's go watch the game. Let's go to let's find a sports bar somewhere nearby, and let's go watch the game, have a beer, whatever. My brother said something or another was so gay, and girl, one of the reasons my reaction videos are so good is because literally I can't ever hide the thoughts and feelings that are on my face. Like, it's forever and always been a problem that I've had. And whatever my face was saying, my brother was reading, and he was like, oh shit, I should not have said that in this moment. And so his response was, oh my gosh, Zach, I shouldn't have said that. And I was like, oh my god, said what? Like, you should have said what? I don't know, wait, what? Because I was like really trying to deflect. I did not want to have that conversation. And my brother was like, Zach, I just want you to know, like, we know. And I was like, oh my god, this is really happening. This is a thing that's happening right now. And he was like, no, I just want you to know because I know that, like, dad is not conscious right now, and you might be worried that, like, I don't know, does he love you? Does he care about you? And I just want you to know that, like, even if dad doesn't, like, become conscious, that we've talked about this. I've talked with him about this, and he loves you even if you're gay. And I don't know, like, I will never suggest to people that you should out family members or put them on the spot like that, but the place that my brother was coming from in that moment was honestly one of the most, like, loving things I think my brother's ever done for me. and I wouldn't change it because I probably would have never said anything. I never ended up talking to my dad about being gay, but I did know that he loved me. Like, I could tell because he did become conscious again. We could talk. I just didn't feel like it was necessary to talk about while he was like in the hospital, and unfortunately he never came back from the hospital. And my mom and I talked about it shortly after the conversation with my brother, and she's been 100% supportive. I brought my boyfriend Noel, who I've talked about, home for the first time this summer, and they were all supportive. He's the first boyfriend I've introduced to my family. Hopefully, maybe the last boyfriend I'll ever have to introduce to my family. And so, yeah, they're supportive, and I'm super grateful for that. Online personal reflections on Instagram, that's what their handle is, says, "How did you get a job working in a college?" When I was in college myself, I was a resident advisor, and I really enjoyed that. And both of my degrees that I have are in education. I realized I did not really actually want to spend any time working with elementary school students. I really reflected on it, and I had a lot of great people from my time when I was an RA that talked to me about what I could potentially do with a job working at a college, and that's what led me to pursuing higher education. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if that fully answers your question, but basically, like, I love education as a concept, as a way for people to access the world and the things happening around them. Unfortunately, I don't think education is always accessible, which is maybe a whole different problem. But I think education is amazing, and I hope that I literally never stop learning. Mackenzie Mays says, "What made you want to start YouTube?" Honestly, it was a hobby. As I think I've kind of like alluded to on my channel lately, like, my job has really stressed me out. And YouTube has been like a good avenue for me to kind of like step away from my real life responsibilities and just have fun and talk with viewers and things like that. So, again, it's like a hobby for me personally. I'm grateful that now I'm like making a little bit of money from it. I don't know. I mean, I guess like ultimately I could get behind someday being a full-time YouTuber, but right now it's just really something that has been like cathartic and like a release of like negative energy and bad juju in my life. So that's why I started it. What are you going? Oh, sorry. First of all, this is from Megan PS, but she says, "What are you going to miss the most about the job you are leaving? Love your videos." So, Megan, the thing that I'm gonna miss the most, and it's honestly been tough the past couple of days, but the students that I work with every day are just like amazing. So they're super smart, super creative, and also like they just really care. Like, they care about me, and every single one of them that I've interacted with in the past few days has just like really communicated to me about how much they really hope that I can find like happiness after I leave this position and things like that. And I'm just so grateful for them. Alina Fit for Love asked, "Because you've struggled with weight loss as I have," referring to herself, "do you get even more triggered by AL?" No, I don't know that I get triggered by her. I don't think I let anything. Actually, the only thing about her that makes me mad is when she talks about mental health, because I just like think mental health is so important, and I genuinely do want her to take care of it, but triggering for me is her saying like she acknowledges she needs to go to a therapist and then doing nothing about it. I recognize in recent videos she's talked about it, but for the longest time I'm just like, girl, could you please stop talking about a therapist? Unless you're actually serious about like going and seeing one, I'm just gonna need you to stop. But her weight loss stuff, like, that doesn't personally impact me. I find it annoying, but like it doesn't have any impact on like triggering me or my own mental health or like things like that in the traditional use of the word triggered. Like, it has really not a lot of impact on me that way. I just think she's ridiculous. EC Sonier, sorry if I'm saying your Instagram handle wrong, asks, what's your absolute favorite hobby or favorite animal? Either will do. My favorite hobby, I don't know. I used to hate getting the question like, what do you like to do for fun in interviews? Because I was like, one, this has no impact on like if I'm gonna be a good employee for you, and then two, like I don't know, am I boring? Like I love Netflix and YouTube. It's great. So I don't know. Maybe that I do. I am really excited to have more time to focus on like running because I used to do that as like a good mental health release, regardless of like the other like physical health impacts it had on me. Running was just like a way to release kind of like my energy but like negativity and my bad mood, but I just haven't had the time to do it. Like I get home from work and I'm exhausted and like in no way want to go jump on a treadmill or run around campus or things like that. So maybe running. Outside of that, I would say YouTube is like a hobby. Making videos is like a hobby. And my favorite animal is a narwhal, and it's honestly 100% because for most of my life I thought that was a mythical creature, and I found out that they're actually real. And like, who needs unicorns when you have actual whales that have horns coming out of their head? Like, coolest animal ever, easy, hands down, not a question. All right, Sid Vicious 9127 says, if you had to choose a new, totally unrelated career, what would you most want to do? I think one thing that I would love to do, well, so it's not entirely unrelated. Like, it's actually a career I'm considering moving into. I really love hiring processes and training. So that is something I've done within my job at the university that I work at. I have hired student employees and trained student employees. So it's not like 100% unrelated, but I really want to work in like human resources, recruiting, things like that potentially as a new outlook and career. Outside of that, I don't know. Reality television star. I think I already said that that was like my dream job. Maybe. I don't know. We about through with this bottle, y'all. Oh my god, my real life friend Emily, you can follow her at Ophelia Coxup. That's her Instagram handle. Said, "Will you put me in one of your videos?" Actually, I think that that could be hilarious. Like, I would love, so Emily is like a real life lesbian, and I would love to see her react to like Amberlyn and any of Amberlyn's girlfriends. Anna Munchkin Kitten asks, what are your passions in life? Also, do you have any siblings? I answered that. I love you and your videos always brighten my day. I answered the question about siblings, but my passions in life, I really am passionate about social justice, which is funny because in my stream that I most recently did, somebody was like, I'm not going to watch your videos because you're a social justice warrior. And I certainly think that there are ways that you can advocate in a better way that like maybe doesn't fit this like negative connotation of being an SJW, whatever, whatever. But I do care about social justice and advocating for marginalized folks. I think that's one thing that I've realized while working in education, that lots of people are at disadvantages and there are people who are privileged in certain ways that other people are not. I just really care about that. I know that doesn't come through my videos and like people are like, oh, well, you fat shame Chantel and Amberlyn. But I don't actually fat shame them, and I am 100% comfortable with like folks embracing body positivity and things like that. I don't think though that you should parade your channel around as like a weight loss channel and then lie about it and continue to do unhealthy behaviors when people are you're trying to get people to watch you because you're losing weight. Does that make sense? So, social justice is a passion. Dogs are a passion. I want a puppy so bad. Education is a passion. I think it's super important for everybody. I don't know. Does that help? Does that answer your question? I hope so. Have you ever dyed your hair? And if you were going to, what would you do? Why can't I see their whole question? There's more to this question, but I don't know how Instagram works, so I can't see it. But I have dyed my hair. Actually, oh, if I can, I'll insert a picture, but once upon a time in my life, I was going through some ish and I had some really blonde hair. But otherwise, I don't know. People have always said, like, Zach, don't do anything to your hair. It looks this color, at least color wise, because this color looks good. So I don't really have any plans to dye it. I keep joking about growing it out long, especially now that I'm about to be unemployed. Spoiler alert, I just got a haircut tonight, so look at her. How good is her hair? Don't compliment me on my hair though, because if you do, I'm gonna accuse you of calling me fat, okay? But, ooh, isn't my hair so nice? I got a cut. I've been joking about like growing my hair out long. I've been feeling very inspired by Jonathan Van Ness's hair. But my boyfriend is really not about that deal, so I'm probably gonna keep cutting it short as long as I can afford to get my hair cut. Wow, none of that last part was even an answer to your question. I'm sorry, BB. Oh, that was from Eddie Fit and Ready. Have I even been reading who the users are? I don't know. The next user is underscore twice cream, and they ask, where do you see your YouTube channel going in the next few years, and would you collaborate with a something? Well, I will collaborate with whoever wants, really. There is somebody in the Chicagoland area that has made some YouTube videos that reached out to me. They make YouTube videos also occasionally about Amberlynn Reed. And maybe once I get some free time, I'll collab with them. And then I really do. I know a lot of people have asked for a Zachary Michael Lawrence collab. And even if it's just like me guesting on like a live stream or something of his, I'm down to do it. So now that I'm gonna have some free time, I promise to DM him and get in his DMs. I'm gonna slide into his DMs. I got a boyfriend, so it's gonna be strictly professional. Oh, and where do I see my YouTube channel? I don't know. I'm honestly game for wherever it goes. Truly. Like, if it dies in a year, whatever, cool. I hope it grows. I want to expand past just Amberlynn. I love reacting to stuff. I want more Sims videos. Maybe I'll make some more cooking recreations. I want to collab more with the Dollar Tree Mom Squad, you know. So I'm just open. I'm open to all the things. Where do you get your confidence from, and where can I get some? I don't know if you can just like pick some up at the store or the Dollar Tree, maybe. I don't know. I've not seen that in anybody's Dollar Tree haul necessarily. But I would say I get my confidence not easily. I think it's just come from taking time to like reflect on the things I'm not confident about, if that makes sense. Like, for a long time, I was very insecure about a lot of things in my life. And that's not to say that I don't have my insecurities, but I think it comes with like trusting that you know that you believe in what you're doing, right? Like, I have learned a lot from different situations, and there's been things I've not been proud about in my life, but I've really taken the time to learn from those things to really make sure that everything I do really aligns with what I believe in terms of my morals and my values and my integrity. And at the end of the day, as long as like my actions line up with those things, yeah, I'm going to be confident. Yeah, like that's all I got to go with. So as long as things line up with what I tell myself like I believe in and what's something I value, then I'm going to have all the confidence in the world. I think the times where I have the least amount of confidence is when I'm in a situation where things aren't lining up with that. Like, that honestly best example is like my job like in the past few months. Like, the work I've been doing has not lined up with what I originally signed up for, and I felt unconfident about a lot of the things I've been doing. And so, you know, coming back and making this decision to leave, I think really helps me with a lot of that confidence, because at the end of the day, I know I'm signing up for what I truly believe. Did any of that make sense? I hope it did. That's my 2 cents. And then the last one I got is from Princess Sierra, and she asks advice for people struggling with depression and anxiety. I honestly, I mean, I'm not a mental health professional. I do work with like students who are experiencing depression and anxiety, and I certainly have dealt with depression and anxiety myself. And I think what's worked best for me is just utilizing resources. Like, you can't do it alone. I highly recommend therapy to everybody. I think sometimes it does take time to find the right therapist, and you will get there. It might take a couple tries. And I think if you also can be willing to take medicine, I honestly fought it for a long time, so I don't know that I'm the best example of that, but being open to trying to do things that are going to actively increase your mental health and well-being. I don't know. I think it's so tough because I don't think I'm always 100% handling my mental health in the best way, but being easy on yourself, not being hard on yourself, giving yourself the benefit of the doubt, trying your best, all of those things are important. And also, like, just utilizing resources. I guess that's all I can say. I don't know. I'm not a mental health professional. But I think you really should seek those resources out if you have them, and do what you need to do. If that's quitting a job that doesn't help you out mentally, great. If that's taking a day off from work so that you can just take 2 seconds to breathe, perfect. Like, do what you know works for you. Don't let other people keep you away from ways that work for you, because you know you the best. You know the things that increase your anxiety, increase your depression, and if you can avoid those negative things in your life, go for it. I hope that wasn't bad advice. I don't know. That was all the questions I had, at least right now, as of this moment while I'm filming. So if you ask me questions after that, I apologize. It's 10:04 Thursday evening. I don't know when this is going to get uploaded. I do have a wedding to go to tomorrow. I am moving on Saturday. So hopefully this will be up for you soon. I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for your support. If you like this video, as always, please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification. Leave me some comments if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more Q&As in the future. I'm probably not going to do them super often because that's annoying, but I'm happy to do some more in the future, maybe on other social media platforms. And make sure to hit like or dislike, whatever way you want to engage in my video. I'll take it. And follow me on my social media down below, just so in case I do another Q&A, you know where to find me. Thanks so much, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!